What do you do here?
What's up, 10 Scale Squad? We're live at the Mini Z track. And I'll try and get the whole track in frame. We got all kinds of cars on the track at the moment. Hey, yeah, we're live. What's going on in YouTube world? Happy Wednesday night. And we're not wrenching on anything tonight. Steve's RC, what's going on? We're not wrenching on anything tonight. At least I hope we're not wrenching on anything tonight. We're just testing and tuning. So this is the first time that we've had most of the boys in the shop. Slash Raptor, what's going on? Under a rock. What's going on, guys? This is the first time we've actually had the boys on the track in like a year. So we're just doing a test and tune. Everyone's got some new cars that they're testing out. Some new setups. We got a little bit of everything. Jody is in the Camaro right here. Jeff is in the Subaru, which is all-wheel drive. Wyatt, who you have not met, he is in the McLaren right there. That is a brand new Mini Z. This is his first time ever racing on a track, so you're supposed to go around in forwards, not backwards. There you go. Steve's, I'd love to get into Mini Z racing. Dude, it is super fun. We kind of got into it just accidentally. I bought a Mini Z just to experience it and didn't think I would like it. I was like, why are these so expensive? But yeah, they're super fun. And then we got a track and we got a timing system and bing, bam, pow. Now we're deep in it. Now we're really deep in it. But if you have not driven a Mini Z, what are you doing? They're super fun. Really smooth. Jigs, Henry, after you drive one, you see why they're expensive. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why, that's exactly what we thought too. I kind of took the plunge and, spent, I bought a cheap one too. I think the cheapest one you can get is like $150. I bought a super cheap one. I was like, okay, I get it. One, they're really, really detailed. And two, they drive so smooth. And three, for not a huge investment, all things considered, like tracks are expensive, timing systems are expensive, cars are expensive. But, if you can, if you think about it, compared to like 10th scale racing, this is a bargain. And it's just as much fun. Have y'all tried Evos and Geo Racing 28 scale chassis? No, we have not. We're open to it, but probably not on this track. Remember, this is actually a Mini's track. This is the Mini 96 with the expansion. So in the Mini Z world, this is actually still a pretty small track. And those cars would perform better on a bigger, wider Mini Z track, which is something we are interested in doing. David, sorry I'm late. Yeah, sorry I missed that comment, but I'm glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, if you have not experienced Mini Z's, oh my gosh, the bodies, well here. The bodies are really, really well detailed. I mean, everything is represented in 28th scale. Like, the exhaust, for example, it's not just a sticker, it's actual molded pipes. The wing is represented very well. The fuel door is not just a sticker, everything's molded. All of the wings, the canards, the front spoiler, even the wheels are really, really represented well in 28th scale. If y'all ever make it to Houston, ooh, I don't know that we have any events planned in Houston, at least not this year, but there are definitely some things happening in the Texas area that we'd like to check out. As you can see, this one's missing a canard. But this was my primary, this was my A car for the entire, what was that, like 2021 season? So it's a little battle scarred, but I mean, you can just see everything is really, really well detailed in these things. Super fun. The Prius. This is not a Mini Z. This is the WL Toys. Yeah. These things are super fun too. Adhesives for your canards. Oh yeah. Check out this new thing. This is Jeff's new car. I don't know if this is going to be his A car or not, but I mean, you can see all of the diffusers, everything is represented really, really well. I mean, even the livery on this thing is like really accurate. Obviously, they're all licensed bodies. They're all licensed brands, you know. We got Eibach on there. We got all kinds of good stuff. Michelin, Falcon Tire. Yeah, super detailed. I mean, even if you're not racing them, even just to set on your desk, these things are absolutely sick. Loaf, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, bodies are $70. Yeah, you can spend as much on a 28 scale body as you can on a really nice 10 scale body. But, you know, is it worth it? Absolutely. It's just hard to translate. It's hard to translate just how detailed these things are in video, especially a live stream. But like, look, even the tow hook is there, you know, really, really nice. And of course you can get light kits for these, you know, you can make them super duper scale. But these are pretty much, we run ours mostly stock with the exception of tires. And of course we have transponders in ours for the timing system. But other than that, these things are mostly stock and they're absolute rippers. There you go, Jeff. I'll take you guys over here into the Mini Z garage, which is kind of in shambles at the moment because we've been racing stuff. But here's the current collection of just my cars. Yeah, I don't know. This is honestly the RX-7 might be my A car this season, but I have another brand new Mini Z that's still in the box, but it's a limited edition one, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a giveaway, or if I'm actually gonna race it, or what. But yeah, the RX-7, I've been running this one a lot. I started running it more last year, or the year before. And not as my A car, but I've gotten pretty proficient with the handling. It's actually a shorter wheelbase, so it's kind of funky. But on the track, I'm really starting to get the hang of it, and I'm pretty proficient with it. Rizzy, what's up, guys? These are actually 28th scale, not 24th scale. So if you think of like an Axial SCX 24, these are actually a little bit smaller than those. So this next to an Axial looks just a little bit off, but still super cool. See, like this is actually 28th scale as well. So this is actually a little bit smaller than like an Axial. Does anybody remember this? Do you remember the video I made on that? Super fun video, really cool car, super interesting, really cheap, great value. Can you please make more TTO2 content? You know what? I was just thinking about, Ethan and I were talking about it very recently. We were talking about videos that we want to do. And we originally had planned to do TTO1 versus TTO2. And then that kind of spawned into making like a scale DTM race, you know? Like Mercedes versus BMW versus Audi, like all DTM cars based on like Tamiya TTO2s. And then we thought, well, you know, it would be cool to like kind of compare like a stock TTO2 versus like a modified one, brushed versus brushless, So yeah, it's definitely something we want to do. King Wally in the chat. Everyone's favorite. There he is, live from the track, moderating your comments. No dirty words, boys. King Wally's gonna get you. Yeah, this track is pretty tight, so it's definitely. I think everyone that comes here and races says it's harder than it looks. Crap, so I can't say crap. Oh, dang it. You can say whatever you want, man. It's just it's very, very rarely that we have to where moderators have to step in and do anything. It's very rare. Usually it's when people just start spamming the chat, or sometimes I think even robots get in here, the Russian troll farm robots get in here and they're like, click this link, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't click that. But you guys are all super cool. We'd never have a problem with live streams. We love live streaming with you guys, and that's why we're gonna do more of it. Yeah, there's trolling out there with everything. Should I get a Mini Z? I've been thinking about it already. Have an SCX 24. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess if you're gonna get a Mini Z, it kind of depends on. You kind of got to know what to expect. Are you going to race it? Are you just gonna smash it around your kitchen floor and scare your cats with it? What are you gonna do? It is a huge investment. There are other 28 scale cars that are faster, the WL Toys, for example, but nothing compares to a Mini Z, just with how smooth they are, how well they drive, how detailed the bodies are. These are not Lexan bodies. These are hard molded plastic bodies that are really super scale. And they're a big investment, especially if you're going to run them around. You saw how beat up our cars get running on a foam track. So if you're going to run them at home, it's possible that you're going to smash up those bodies. you're going to smash them up, and you might feel a little bad about it. Oh, the cow catcher's out. Jeff's got his cow catcher out. Check this thing out. This is the Sauber Mercedes. And this thing, I'm going to catch it. This thing is just an absolute plow on the front. So when things get heated, Jeff has been known to use the front of this car as a weapon and just smash people out of the way.
I've been a victim.
We've all been victims of the cow catcher on the front of that thing. It's absolutely wild. But yeah, if you plan on racing, if you got a buddy, or if your local hobby shop has a Mini Z track, yeah, you definitely want to get a Mini Z. Even if you're not good, it's still a lot of fun. I'm not super good at it. I've got lots of practice. Obviously, owning a track helps tremendously because I can just come in here and run them whenever I want. And I'm still not great.
I suck at it.
And Jody's consistent. He's just consistently slow.
I consistently suck.
We are not in Illinois.
Oh, he's responding to somebody else.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'll stay out of the way. Still got my X mods. Yeah, man. Heck yeah. Ethan still has an X mods. His is the later generation, which is, I think they're actually 24th scale as opposed to 28th scale, the old first and second generation. Oh, see, there was the cow catcher. There was a cow catcher just absolutely smashing fools. It was so nice of him to flip you onto your wheels, though, wasn't it?
I know.
But we actually, Ethan still has his X mods, but I do not have mine anymore. I gave them away. I kind of miss them, though. But X mods around this track kind of was not good. I X mods was like it was just like a summer romance for me. It hit me in the nostalgia feels, and then I drove them, and I was like, yeah, these are actually pretty trash. Third gen is 16 scale. Are they? I didn't think they were that big. I mean, we've got one in the shop next door. But yeah, I knew they weren't 28 scale. Do y'all have a Traxxas Summit? I love mine, and I think you'd like them. We do not have a Traxxas Summit. If I bought a Summit, honestly, I think I would probably buy the Summit 16. Just because the Summits are so freaking expensive for what they are. And I've driven Summits, and they're cool, but it seems like they have a bit of an identity crisis, you know? Like, is it a basher? Is it a crawler? What is it? And it kind of ends up being not great at being either one. Like, it's too fast and dangerous and fragile to be like a really good crawler, but it's too big and beefy and cumbersome to be like a really good basher. So it's I don't know, they're kind of strange. I like them though. I think a 16th scale Summit would be more up my alley. Something that I could maybe even play with like inside. Yeah, I'm more interested in like modifying a Summit than I am actually like running a Summit. Does that make sense? Yeah, the 8 scale Summit, they're so massive, and it's like, you know, they're brushed. I understand that they have the giant brushed motors, but I don't know. I know that a lot of people do like the dual motor modification for the Summit, and that seems pretty cool. Like, that's why I say, like, I'm more interested in like buying and modifying one than actually like running one. Does that make sense? Does anyone else? Might be good content, maybe. Yeah, but you know, in the RC world, no one can ever do anything that RC Sparks hasn't done 12 years ago. Buy a mod and sell it off at a loss. Yo, like every single RC car that I own. Mine does backflips. Are you talking standing backflips?
I need to go back in training mode.
So the track is I don't want to get smashed by a Mini Z here. The track is interlocking. This is the RCP track. So RCP makes they're pretty much the gold standard in Mini Z tracks, and it is not scuffed up. The lines that you see here are actually from the vacuum cleaner. So obviously, you know, we're in the shop right now. The shop gets dusty and dirty, like. So the track, because it's so big and we don't have a really good way of covering it, the track gets dirty. So Ethan, King Wally, he comes in every week and vacuums it. So it looks pretty crazy on camera, but this is just from the vacuum cleaner. The track is very smooth. But yeah, this is the RCP track. So pretty much any, you know, like hobby shop that has Mini Z racing. Yeah, this is like the gold standard in tracks. And that's what we got. This is the Mini 96, but we also have the expansion we have the Mini 96 expansion. So a little bit bigger, just a skosh wider than a normal Mini 96. But yeah, that's what this is. So these mats are like almost similar to like those mats that people have in like home gyms. But the surface is a lot different. It's almost just like it's a porous foam, but it is like very, very, it's very, very fine. How much do they cost? Ooh, good question. Good question. How much did we pay for the Mini, for this track minus the expansion? I think the track was, yeah, we paid full retail price for it. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I think the track is about $300, and then the expansion is like maybe $150. So yeah, for less than $500, you've got for less than $500, you've got a pretty decent track. just about the biggest mini track that you can get. The next step up from here, the tiles are actually a little bit bigger. Quite a bit bigger actually, and the tracks themselves are much larger, more designed for faster cars.
So
HPI Savage.
as of right now, they're almost $500.
All right, so
We did not pay that much for it. I
yeah,
know
we didn't pay that.
didn't.
We didn't pay that much. Yeah, so yeah, $500.
Training mode.
$500 will get you the RCP track.
That's for the 30 mil track.
That's what this is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mini
And
96?
50 mil too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get smaller tracks, like you can get mini oval tracks. Yeah. So like yeah, the L track is $450. How much is the oval? Whoo, oh, that's the big oval.
Yeah. This
So
is all
the mini
50
oval,
mils.
yeah. So you can get like a 50 mil. Dude, how sick is this one though?
I know.
With the
I
jumps
want
in
that
it.
so bad.
Yeah.
Jumps, guys.
Jumps. So yeah, we're not affiliated with RCP in any way. So, but they're honestly they're the best in the game. We've definitely raced on homemade tracks, and these are much better. So if you're interested, yeah, RCP is my recommendation. You ever take it off of these sick jumps? Mini Z's, not intentionally. We've rolled. I mean, occasionally, you'll get just a colossal wreck, and you'll roll off the side of the track, but nothing too crazy.
I've got a mini Z buggy.
Yeah, you should bring it, man.
I was going to tonight. I forgot it. Mini Z buggy.
Has anyone seen the new team associated like Formula One cars, like the open wheel cars that I don't think they're released yet, but they just announced them, and I think they're available for pre-order. Has anyone seen those? I think they're like $59.
Times you're like, okay.
Yeah, those look super fun, right? I think we're gonna buy a bunch of them. What car should I get for $650? I mean, you could probably buy like an 02 Ford Focus wagon manual or full of rust. 650. Well, like anything, it just depends on what you want to do. Do you want a basher? Do you want a crawler? Do you want something that goes really fast? Do you want something super scale? Do you want something that's a good platform for modding? Do you want something that you don't want to mess with? You just want to run it stock? Yeah, I know. I was just kidding about the 02 Ford Focus that's full of rust. But get on Facebook Marketplace right now. I bet you can find one. The dude probably has it listed for $1,100, but you can talk him down. No one wants that Ford Focus, dude. Let's be real. Yeah, $650. I mean, you're open to a lot there. Bet.
Alright, somebody in there thinks they're foam tires.
Oh, the foam tires. We were talking about the team associated.
Oh, yeah, those do, but these are not for
Yeah,
anybody
those are not
wondering.
foam
These
tires.
are an actual rubber soft
Yeah.
compound tire.
Yeah. Focus, you
No,
farts.
they don't like it.
Get the Creighton or the fire team. Oh, the fire team is so expensive, though. Why? Why is it so expensive? That's really cool, but why? Like, they're pulling a Losi maneuver with some of the prices lately. Kind of ridiculous. $650. Yeah, I mean, that'll get you a Creighton. Because Arma, yeah, for real. Arma and the Arma markup, the Arma tax. You know, say what you want about Arma, but I think Horizon Hobby hasn't done them many favors. I thought, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of like Spectrum Electronics. It seems like some of the cheaper budget spec stuff that came with the ready-to-run Armas from back in the day might have been a little bit better. Cost an Arma and a leg. Ah, I see what you did there. I like that. I might use that. They didn't used to, man. Arma used to be like pretty friendly. They weren't like budget spec, but you know, they weren't crazy selling the hype. Boom boom dis says Slash Raptor. I don't know, dude. You're pretty brave for naming your YouTube channel after a Traxxas product. Well, I get paying for quality, but I don't think the quality that you are receiving from Arma is worth that much money. I have a lot of Armas, and I can tell you that absolutely none of them are stock. All of them needed upgrades pretty much right out of the box. The only Arma I have that isn't really upgraded is my Outcast 8S, and that is because it is such a pain to drive, and it breaks all the time, and I just get super frustrated with it. So, Traxxas is the Ford of the hobby. Wow.
I drive a Ford.
I mean, there's definitely something to be said for that. Right into the wall. Were you trying to drive into the wall there? Yeah. Oh, good.
Do an Oracle? I meant to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot my gimbal. What about Team Corrali? Do you know what? I actually don't. We don't own any Team Corrali stuff. But I've heard great things. I've come really close to buying some Team Corrali stuff. There have been sponsors that have wanted to sponsor some Team Corrali stuff for the channel, but it just didn't work out for whatever reason. I'm gonna put you back on the tripod here, guys. I'm sorry I didn't bring my gimbal. Oh, that should be a little less nauseous. Traxxas and Ford, both known for transmission problems. Is Traxxas known for transmission problems? I feel like all my Traxxas have like servo and motor problems. Like, if I had a dime for every time a Titan went up in smoke and a servo died for literally no reason at all, like no smoking gun reason, it just dies. I could probably afford to keep them all running. Transmission problems. I don't think we really have that many trans problems with Traxxas, honestly. So, while the boys are taking a quick break here, let's check out the crawler table. So, I definitely think this thing needs a little bit of a refresh. I've had plans, actually, like, ever since I built this thing, I wanted to do, like multiple different layers. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, have an elevated path. So, like, I'm thinking it would be cool to come, like, below the log bridge and, like, maybe bring something up here and around and get over the wall here and take it back over to like the top of the big hill. Yeah. And like there's definitely like this space here where there's not a whole lot that we could do something. I definitely want to add like some sort of water feature. Like maybe something right in the middle, like a big tower or something with water that comes down. I don't know. I really built this, honestly, I built this thing out of trash, and I didn't know what I was doing when I built it. I just kind of YOLO'd it. So it's definitely not perfect. There are things that I would do different now, but my theory is just keep building, and until you achieve glory. So that is my opinion with the crawler table. Yeah. Rizzy says all the time. I don't know what you're referencing there. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
I think it's great. He's got like this little squirt bottle. He's just, before we race
Are we simple green in the tires?
into it.
Yeah, we cleaned them up a little bit.
Right on. We got any super fast times?
Teaching them the ways. Nah, I just restarted it not too long ago. But
No sixes.
if anybody is, it's going to be Jeff. And that freaking sweet Masese.
Oh, Jeff was almost in the sixes.
7, and then 8-2 from Jody.
Right on. Yeah, Jeff was almost in the sixes. He ran a 7.0. Nice. Oh, he's bringing out the cheater car. He's bringing out the cheater car. He wants to run a 6 tonight. A DR10 mid-motor. DR10. Is that the drag? Is that the Team Associated drag car? I think I have one. Yeah, Jody just built a Bandit mid-motor. That thing looks so sick. So sick.
Nope, mine's just tired.
I got a DR10. I think I have a DR10, right?
Yeah.
That's Team Associated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
It's the one that gets smoked by my Traxxas every time.
Yeah.
Is that the stock car?
Drag car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did send me a picture of that thing. That thing looks super cool. You've got the Corvette body on it. Is that right? I think you've got that super sick Corvette body, if I remember correctly. It's pandemonium. Yeah, Jody has a sick body on his DR10.
I can't believe you forgot you had a DR10, dude.
You know,
It only gets smoked by the Mo Money Cadillac every time you're in.
I have a lot to keep track of. Yeah, man, I'm down. Drag racing is super fun. Is anyone gonna run a 6? Ethan's at a 7.9, a 7.7,
Starting line in the middle of the straightaway now.
a 7.3. Ethan's at a 7.3.
That's the difference.
Jeff is still at a 7.7.
That's the one.
Seven three.
Straightened out. One of us is gonna get you straightened out. What are you doing?
Ethan's at a 7.3. Jeff, I think your best is a 7.6. Yeah, Jeff's best is a 7.6. So look how Jeff is in the red Audi over here. Watch this first turn into the wall. It's really hard to get this turn right. There's two approaches. I usually come hauling through here and hit the brakes, lock it up, and get the car to actually to spin a little bit. Kind of like that. Get the rear end to slide around the corner. I know that drifting is not the fastest way around a corner, but the only other alternative is to slow way down around here, get off the throttle, and try and poke it in hard here. See how he just hit the brakes and got the back to slide a little bit, and then he can be back on full power again. So I realize that this is it looks like a simple turn, but there is actually a whole heck of a lot going on here. Ethan is probably one of the best at this first turn right here. See, there was a little bit of a slide. I was just talking you up too. Ethan is in the Corvette right there. That's a late break corner if I've ever seen one. Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. Especially because, the finish line is right there and we have a timing system. So it's always a race to the finish line. Because if you cross the line first, that counts as you leading that lap. So it's always a battle through here and that last turn to get to the finish line. That was nice. That was a beautiful line, Wyatt.
Thank you.
Beautiful line. Yeah, how Ethan just went through that corner, that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. And then you gotta miss the apex of turn 2. Like that. Beautiful. Nice. There we go. Oh, it was almost clean for everybody. Yeah, this is one of the trickiest parts of the track right here. And then this is a super fast part of the track right here, because once you come out of this skinny section, it's a medium speed turn hard right here, but then you can almost kind of see the line in the track where we can go wide. And then as soon as you get past, if you take a wide lane right here, you can hammer it, and as long as you're tight right there, you can make a big sweep out, and you can almost go wide open through the last third of the track.
With good timing.
Yeah.
Very, very much.
What's up, Jeff? It is that time of the year, man. It's the Mini Z time of the year. We were just talking about, what are those cars called? What are those cars called? Not Mini Zs, the old ones. X-Mods. Man, my mind just went blank. We were just talking about X-Mods. Jeff now has my X-Mod. I wonder if he's done anything with it. Oh, Tim's in the house. Hey, Tim, no problem, buddy. It's just a test and tune. So you got plenty of time. You got plenty of time.
You could have got back to me.
Jody. Talking smack.
You reset it.
No, it's still going.
What do we got? A 7.5. Someone's... Oh, that's because he's got my transponder.
We're at...
A 7.1, a 7.0.
How'd I do?
Jeff ran a 7.0. You ran a 7.1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Getting into the 6s on your first night ever is pretty respectable. The fastest time ever on this track was a 5.5.
Yeah, I definitely just had my ducks wrong.
And that was from me. What do those cars usually start at? Let's see. I think, what's the cheapest Mini Z you can buy? 120 bucks?
Yeah, it's the Audi R8 at least. It's this one right here.
Yeah, the cheapest one money can buy is the Audi R8. I think it's like 120 bucks. And you should do it. We run ours mostly stock. The biggest thing that we do is tires. Stock tires on this track is not great. Yeah, it's just an essential thing. Some people like to cheat and modify the gearing on their cars to run a little bit faster top end. A little bit more difficult to drive through the corners, but absolutely smashes it on the straight. Absolutely smashes it. But you can spend just about as much as you want on a Mini Z. I mean, there are definitely dudes that spend, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But if you're no stranger to the channel, you know that we like budget spec stuff. So, plus, we try and keep the cars all pretty close, spec-wise. That way the racing is all close. In fact, these are all rear-wheel drive chassis. We have all-wheel drive cars and front-wheel drive cars as well that we like to race, but for our competitive events, it's pretty much all rear-wheel drive chassis. And you have that's what you have the biggest selection with as well. And I feel like the rear-wheel drive chassis are some of the more reliable, dependable, robust chassis. The front-wheel drive stuff especially is a little bit finicky. They're a little bit more fragile. Obviously, just because the whole front end, you're asking to drive the wheels as well as turn, and that's where most of the accidents happen. So front-wheel drive is definitely a little bit more finicky. The all-wheel drive stuff, I feel like with our all-wheel drive stuff, we're always battling temperature. They get pretty hot. So if you're smashing them, especially if you're trying to smash them around the track, you're always battling temperature. But they're super fun, especially if you put some drift wheels on that. Heck yeah. Have yourself a little drifty boy time. Super fun. Would recommend. So is there anyone that was here? Is there anyone that tuned in for the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z? Is anyone in the chat? Were you here for that? Do you remember? Let me know. If you saw that, if you were here, if you witnessed the glory, let me know. And the defeats. So obviously the 24 hours of Le Mans, the most famous endurance race in the world. Just picked up some Drift Mini-Zs. They're a ton of fun. Yeah, man. I love mine for sure. Yeah, so obviously the 24-hour Le Mans, the most famous endurance race in the whole world. We do the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z, which is a 24-minute endurance race, which doesn't sound like a lot, but these cars for 24 minutes straight is, it's very nerve-wracking because you're driving this thing which requires pretty precise throttle and steering control competitively nonstop for 24 minutes. It's like you don't breathe for 24 minutes. The racing is all really close, and it's all super duper, it's all really exciting. And we basically just see who can complete the most amount of laps in 24 minutes. And it's pretty hard on the cars. We had a car finish with 3 out of the 4 wheels. We had a car finish with no body. Yeah, exactly. Tim competed in the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z. Yeah, and it's very nerve-wracking to go that hard for that long. Most of the time, a Mini-Z race is like 10 laps, and if you think a lap is like maybe 7 seconds, for example. Obviously, it's harder to go fast when there's a bunch of cars in your way, when there's a bunch of traffic. So, you got a 7-0? Yeah. Nice. You're almost there, man. But yeah, we're going to do the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z again. It's by far and away our most popular live stream event. And it's our most intricate one as well. Like, obviously tonight we're just live streaming from my phone. But for the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z, we have multiple different cameras. We have our timing system all set up so you can see everyone's position and their lap times and all that good stuff. It is super fun. Think of it like a Wide World of Sports, except live. We do it live, and it's with Mini-Zs. What'd you do? I think mine's broken too. I'm pretty sure mine's broken as well. Yep, absolutely.
You gotta find a way to throw a wrench in that 24 hours, do like a pit stop.
Yeah, there are. That's the other thing about the 24 minutes of Le Mini-Z. There are no red flags. Like if you break down, you deal with your car. You just deal with it. It's 24 minutes straight. If you're upside down, you got to flip your car back over. There are no red flags. There are no caution laps. It is all flat out for 24 straight minutes. So it gets pretty rowdy. But we're gonna do it again this year. So we have a date set We're just in communication right now with some sponsors that are going to help us put it on and make it bigger and better than it's ever been. So 2024 should be a really fun year for Mini Z. Try it again. You got it, Jody. You got it, buddy. Jody's fastest lap ever. Is Jody not up there?
Yeah, he's at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Jody's fastest is a 6.4. Ethan with a 5-second freaking lap. Multiple 5-second laps. Steve with a 5-second lap. Jeff with a 5-second lap. 5 seconds around this track is pretty respectable. This is live action, good, clean content. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we try to, we try and bring the good stuff. I realize tonight's not super exciting. It's just like test and tune, basically. We're just kind of getting the feel for the track, getting the feel for the cars. This is the first Mini Z stuff we've done all year. So, some of these cars haven't seen the light of day in over a year. Yeah, Jody's hasn't. You did a 6? Nice. Nice.
And the first one tonight.
Yeah, the first 6-second pass tonight.
Well,
You're in the 6s. You're in the 6s.
He's getting there.
All you need is a 6.99, and that's a 6-second pass. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of laps on here. And I could probably count the 5-second laps that I've done on one hand. Like I may have done 5, maybe 6 5-second laps in my life. But when it happens, we definitely make a note of it. We definitely make a note of it. I'm sure there's guys with $1,000 Mini Z cars that could come out here and run 5-second laps or maybe even a 4-second lap, but for us old guys, we're into it.
You're old, I'm ancient.
You are ancient. They've got dirt named after you, man.
I think I like dirt racing.
Rizzy, what are you doing to your Mini Z? Like electronics or just like gearing? Or all of it? Jeff's breaking out the simple green. He means business. He means business. So we use simple green on the tires. One, to clean them off, because if you look, that's not a great example. Yeah, look, these tires, these are soft rubber tires, and it's just like a normal race car. You definitely go through tires pretty quick. So we use simple green to kind of get all the marbly, rubbery doodles off of the tires. And the simple green also makes the tires a little bit more sticky. And every 5-second pass we've ever done has been on recently simple greened tires. Y'all still got the what? We might.
I was in it to win it with you too, man. I was like, that was a sick lap. I know. I was like, seriously.
Red Cat Everest Gen 7. We do indeed. Red Cat Everest Gen 7. Here it is. There it is. Yes. What about it? It hasn't seen the light of day in quite some time, but we still have it. What hasn't seen the light of day in even more time is this thing, the Vetera Ascender. Why? Because it has a ruined transmission. I put a brushless motor in this thing. It absolutely rips. It is so much fun to drive. It is just, and I've got these RC 4-wheel drive Mudslingers, my favorite crawler tire ever. And this thing in the mud, in the dirt, in the water is absolutely crazy with that brushless system. I think I geared it up as well. This thing is an absolute freaking monster. So, of course, the transmission was not built for such shenanigans, and it is kaput. So I still need to... Every once in a while, I'll see transmissions or gears to rebuild the trans online, and I'm like, oh, I need to remember to grab some, and I just never do. The portal kit on your Gen 7, so it's like a Gen 8 with the portal axles. Yeah, we got one of those too. Here it is. Here's the Everest 10. I used to have an Everest 16 as well. Have you ever tried brake clean to clean the tires? I found it worked better on my slicks. Perhaps, but we don't use slicks. And we try and kind of be conscious of what sort of chemicals we put on the track, because that is a foam track. So, you know, we try and be conscious of what we do to it. You know, it is... It's cheap for a RC track, but it is, you know, it's still an expensive track, and we don't want to mess it up. So, Simple Green, we found, works well enough for what we do. Man, we need to fix Dale. Come on, Dale. Dale needs some help. He was just doing his advanced yoga techniques. Stay there, Dale. There we go. There he is. Raising hell and praising Dale. The man, the myth, the legend. His son over here, Dale Jr., he's he's doing the back bend.
You can't have one without the other, right?
Absolutely.
That's why nobody's running sixes.
That's why. Yeah. Everyone's gonna be running sixes here. We just gotta have the goat looking over us. There we go. Hell yeah, brother. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. We're running sixes now, boys.
It's crazy how young he is in that, though.
Yeah, Dale Jr.'s, he's an old man now.
He's probably older than... I wonder if he's older now than what his dad was when he died.
I don't know. Dale was pretty old. Senior was pretty old when he passed, right? He was at least in his 50s. Was he in his 60s?
I'm looking right
I don't think Dale Jr. was in his 60s.
Junior, I think, is about 3 years younger than me. I'm 50. What the hell are we? 53.
So
49.
he is? Yeah. Yeah,
No,
so Jody,
Dale was when he died.
he was 49?
Oh, we about died again.
Easy does it there, Dale. Easy does it. He was 49?
He was 49 when he died.
And how old is Junior?
I just realized.
49.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Dang. R.I.P. R.I.P. The GOAT.
Wait,
Jesus, Dale.
I said, wait, was that Kramer on the door?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it is, boy. Yes, it is. You must not watch the channel, man. It is the Kramer. It is the Kramer. He is a loathsome, offensive brute, yet I can't look away. It is the Kramer. You must not watch the channel, and I'm a little disappointed.
Where's your charger? Is this back on there?
You done?
No, it's getting low.
Oh, yeah, hell, we got more, brother.
You guys still have the Red Cat Wendigo? Absolutely. Yes, I still have the Wendigo. What do you think this is? What do you think this is?
Yeah, yeah.
We've got everything. Wendigo. There it is.
Dude, that's so much fun. I could like sit here and get
Next to the Hellspawn. Heck yeah. Still got it. Anything else you guys want to see? We've got oh yeah, there's my team associated DR10. Yeah. 69 Nova, baby. we've just got. We're in Florida for the Burnout Rivals. Oh yeah. Oh that yeah. That's where we were doing burnouts. Destroying our hearing. Making cool videos. Are you too close? You watched the burnouts? We didn't compete in Rivals this year. We competed in Pro, and we took 3rd place in Pro, which is probably the best we've ever finished. That was what car is the Hellspawn? The Hellspawn is the Axial Wraith Spawn. At least it was. It still is the stock chassis, stock bumper, stock body, but everything else is upgraded. Literally everything. Axles, trans, motor, shocks, wheels, tires, bearings, all the electronics. The thing is absolutely nuts. If you've not seen the video on this thing, it's crazy. It's one of the most heavily modified trucks that I have. Full light kit, it's got the fancy RGB light kit. So it's got underbodies, it's got the light bars that are all RGB. It has light buckets that I installed in the front. It's just absolutely nuts. The thing is way too fast. It's dumb. It's dumb, but it's super fun to drive. Still have the Yeti, still have the Yeti Junior, still have the Rock Ray, still got it, doing Rock Ray things, sitting on the shelf looking real pretty. Yeah, still got the 22 SCT, still got the Tenacity TT Pro, or this one might actually be Ethan's. Nope, that one's mine. No, yeah, that one's mine. That's my TT Pro with a Senton body on it. Still have the Baja Ray, the super limited edition Mint 400 that I drove once for a video.
Did you see? Are you too close? Realize that he's seen us and never put 2 and 2 together from the Cletus events.
I have seen y'all never put 2 together. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, we're there. We're at pretty much all of them. Although we will not be at the Freedom Factory in April, unfortunately.
Speak for yourself.
Are you going?
No.
Oh.
Somebody is. I'm not.
10 Skill Garage will not be there. Watching them since day one. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, we're at all the Cletus and Car events. I try and make social media posts about it, but honestly, we're there to I'm there to work, and it's those events are always super duper busy. No, we are not in Florida. Nope, we go to all of them. We go to Indy, we go to Bristol, and we go to Bradenton, of course. So this year, we're going to go to Connecticut, which I'm pretty excited about. I've actually never been to Connecticut, so I'm super stoked for that. Should be fun. Yeah, we do all kinds of events, man. We did a drag and drive event this year in July. We did a drag and drive event where we took first place overall.
Oh man, y'all want to watch a piece of cinematic history?
Yeah.
Watch that video.
Yeah, we made a video about it. It's like almost an hour long, all about our drag and drive event. But yeah, we won first in our class, so we took first place in stick shift, and we won first place overall. So really, that was a really, really cool moment. Really, really cool moment. Super fun memories. We drove through a tornado.
Yes.
I went to the SGMP for 6 Week this year and last. Nice, man. I would love to do Sick Week. Sick Week sounds like a lot of fun. Yep. The car is actually at PRI right now. So if anyone is in Indy and wants to check out the Hidden Motorsports BMW, it is there right now. We are not there right now because 10 Skill Garage. But yeah, the car is at PRI, which is also a really cool Also really cool.
Private event though.
Yeah,
Be
private
warned,
event.
It's not open to the public.
Right. But it's just cool that, like, you know, Hidden Motorsports is at PRI.
You have my beer. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I know we were like rubbing.
Hey, Rubbin's racing, boys. Rubbin's racing.
That's right.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to see before we close it out? Any requests? Any questions? Anything at all? Let me know. How many 6-second laps have you done tonight?
2.
Nice.
Well, for our first night, that's way better than we ever did.
I'll try and do a 6-second. Let me see the most hopped up Mini Z, please. The most hopped up Mini Z we have probably. Yeah, it's probably Jeff's.
Cheetah-mobile.
I think Jeff's. Is it the Audi? Let me see this bad boy.
So basically the same as the Camaro.
Yeah, so T-bar is changed. Yeah, the shock is changed. Wheels and tires are changed. And his gearing.
I don't know. I think I put the stock back on.
I
That
can't
looks like
see.
a stock gear.
Is that stock gear? Ooh, yeah. My tires look like they might be in a little bit better shape.
Well, yeah, you never run this old girl.
Hey, that was my A car for a while, man. I ran the bejesus out of that. Yeah, like I said, like, we don't run super heavily modified cars just because we like the racing to be close. It's not nearly as fun when you're racing Jeff and he's just absolutely smashing you on every single lap no matter what you do, and you just can't hang on to the back of him, even though you're arguably a better driver. All right, guys, you've done it again. You've squandered away another perfectly good hour watching the 10 Skill Garage Wrenching Wednesday, but actually we're not wrenching on anything. Anyway, if you're into Mini Z stuff, the 24 Minutes of Le Mini Z is coming back in 2024. It's going to be the biggest, sickest one yet, so make sure you sub up and check it out. We've got plenty of Mini Z videos on the channel if you just can't get enough, where we take a look at stock Mini Zs, we drift Mini Zs. You can even go back and watch the old 24 Minutes of the Mini Z live stream. It was a super fun time. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We're trying to push out more and more videos, so we're trying to get back on our old schedule of videos, but with 2 YouTube channels now, it's definitely a lot. So make sure you stick around, make sure you're subbed up. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all very, very, very soon. I'm gonna go run a 6-second lap.